Good day, traders. Hoping that everybody's doing well today. This is a brand new year, our first stream of the year. Let's see what we can get for the day. Hopefully we'll get some greens, and if we do, that'll be a nice start for the year. How's my sound, guys? Just confirm how my sound is, and then I can dive in. Okay, these are our pairs from last year. If you guys have, or rather you guys drop me some pairs, I need 5 pairs from you guys to drop into, and then we can surely hop on and see what we can take advantage of. Meanwhile, I'll just start with gold. So we had this gold setup which got into our zone here, but it never got into 50% of the range, so it didn't trigger from last year. So we are going to remove that and just get a clean chart, you know, fresh here and so forth, and then we can hop on. Drop some pairs, guys. Don't be shy, give me your pairs. Let's start. Okay, so gold on the daily, we are on an uptrend, looking pretty neat. We could be able to find something in this range. We just need to know where we are before we hop onto the lower time frames, and once we do, then we can surely find a nice point of entry to dive into. So the very same setup we had in late December is still valid on the daily. So what that means now is you will basically wait for price to get into this 19797 range before you put a buy stop, and we use the 4 hour time frame to get into this region, but we can refine it just to get lower into the entry point, and there we go. Can refine it to that point, and this is based on the daily, by the way, so you could find it triggering somewhere either next week or in the week, but still very valid. So we would leave it there for now, and then what we will do, morning Calix Protex, awesome GU, we'll check it out. We need 3 more pairs, guys, or there are 2 more since we're doing gold. And then we're going to hop on now to the 4 hour and see what the 4 hour looks like. Remember, if you are in the bootcamp, you'll be able to easily trade any time frame with precision, consistency, and not even a shade of doubt of how far you will get. Let me just post this in here. Awesome. So on the 4 hour, so now you ignore the daily, now we focus on the 4 hour time frame. We want to see what's going on, and ideally we would have probably missed the setup based on this 1820 region, and it would have basically meant us using this point of entry here. So that is a gone setup. And then this is our ideal trade time frame. So we love trading the hourly, and because we have a higher win rate, we've been having a good success rate with the hourly and getting some pretty awesome setups on it. Morning, Derek. AUD, USD, you'll definitely hop on that. So on the hourly gold, we are going to leave it at that. And for those that are watching live, so that means you are on the 4th, an hour before the London Open, you can hop onto the lower time frames and see what we have. And there's nothing on the 15, nothing on the 30. So that is what we are leaving out. So we'll mark gold for this daily setup. Just going to put on the hourly so we can know exactly what's coming up. This will be sent into the free Telegram channel. So don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, and don't forget to share the stream as well. Keeps us growing. GU, let's check out GU. So we need one more pair. GU, always start at the beginning. Try to look at where the you try to figure out where the daily price is, and from there you just take it from there. So we had the setup. I don't know why I didn't mark this. Let me just do a quick review of this one. So we had the setup based off these candles here. Price eventually did come into the zone, and then we actually hit a stop loss right here because this price triggered here. So let me just mark it so I don't forget, and then I can start the year on a clean slate. And also I'll be dropping this analysis onto our premium signals, where you'll see all our win rate, our best pairs, what the average was for the year, and you'll see how my watch list will basically change, and some of the best pairs will be at the top and then the worst performing will be at the bottom. We will be adding a couple of indices as well, which will be pretty awesome. And okay, this was a loss, so I mustn't miss that. I'm just gonna move it all the way here, just so that I can always see it from a bird's eye view. Awesome. Then hop on now to the 4 hour. We know we're on the daily 4 hour, and then let's see what we've got here in the 4 hour. Mark that like that, and then leave this one here, and then this one did not trigger, so we are gonna clean it up as well. Perfect. So we do have this setup happening on the 4 hour, which is giving us a bit of a decent point to work with, because now it basically establishes the zone as a nice entry point. I don't like the wick, but what we do have now is we can use that point there, hop onto the lower time frames, and basically hop in using this point of entry. And of course, bear in mind that we've got the zone here, which you have to really be wary of. And don't forget to watch our how to take our trades setup, or how to take our trades video, and make sure that you watch the video, which will allow you to take advantage of the setups that we do share. And once you have that, you should be good on your way, and you will not be taking any limit order setups, which will not work for you, especially when you're trading the way we trade, and that will not be ideal. You do want to take advantage and make sure that you benefit the most. Okay, so we do have this set up on the, this was taken from the file, of course. And now when you hop on now into the hourly, we do find another decent setup which we can definitely take advantage of, which is much cleaner than the 4 hour. And we will basically using this OBs over there, and of course drop it even further, go to the 15. We want very tight stops, drop it even further, and then we will have something similar to this. We'll have something similar to this and that. Perfect. So that'll be the hourly setup. So we've got a 4 hour and an hourly. So you can take both. And if you are using the Wushu toolbox, then you will have 2 separate charts with 2 different setups. And remember, we give our trades 2 chances at all times. And our risk as well is 0.5%. And you just let the market do its thing. Awesome. So that's how I approach the GU. Let me just mark it as well with these 2 setups, the 4 hour and the hourly. And then let's hop on now to the AUD USD. hop on to the AUD USD. So now with this one, of course, we always start at the beginning. Take a look at what's happening on the daily. Take a look at any dead ends that you might fall into. Okay, so we do have a nice move coming up here. That's never triggered. So we've got this nice daily up move that's happening, of course leaving some marks for us to deal with. And what that means now is we'll basically be focusing on some advantageous points here. You can't delete that. This is a zone that you'd probably want to work on, and of course this is a daily, so you will have to be forced to be patient and wait for price to come to you. You do not chase price. That is a recipe for disaster. Wait for price to come to you. So this is on the daily. You will leave it at that and just mark it there. So your charts will have markups that will last a couple of days. Some do last a couple of weeks, some would last a couple of hours, and when they do trigger, you will be ready. For example, because we see where price is currently and we do have a setup on the daily, price could probably play around this area. Sorry about that. Price could probably play around this area for some time, and eventually when it does come here, you would have to set up waiting, and that's where you'd probably enter your trade and take advantage of that. Okay, so now let's hop on to our favorite time frame, which is the hourly. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe, and share, of course. So on the AUD USD, we've got this scenario here. We had this massive drop, opening up a whole lot of imbalances, and now they've just been recouped but open up some more at the bottom. So I would actually not even play in this region for now. I'd have to wait for price to actually come below the zone where you see a whole lot of liquidity here, and how it gets to the zone will determine what I do, because I could potentially go down with it or just wait for that nice liquidity grab and then all the way to the top. So for now, I'll stay out of this region here and wait for it. This is based on the hourly, by the way. So now if you hop on now to the lower time frame, probably the 15-minute, you would see something happening here on the, this will be a potential setup that you could take now actually. So we'll watch this zone over here, sorry about that, and pick a good point of entry. I would either focus on this candle over here or focus on this candle over here. So we'll take one with the most probability, which would be using that bigger candle that was here. This you would probably get triggered sooner, but again, being triggered sooner doesn't mean you'll have a better advantage. And then if you do want to take it a bit further, drop even deeper and take it lower. This does give you a bit of an advantage when it comes to your risk reward. But remember now, that is also dependent on the broker that you use. So if you're using a broker with a high liquidity, with a high spread, then you've got a bit of an issue. So just check out description and also check out our preferred broker with nice spreads. And of course, if you do sign up with them, you do have some perks, which is quite nice. There we go. So there's your AUD USD setup on the 15-minute. And remember now, this can probably just not play out in the next couple of hours. So when the London Open does happen, of course, watch what happens and watch our video on how to take our trades. Therefore, you'll be able to basically see what price does here. Instead of it shooting up, then you can probably have a sell stop and then tank with it, instead of having a limit order and then get kicked out and then price coming back down again. So just watch what that does. Of course, there we go. And then a last pair for the day, Ridrick 26. Let's go for GJ. Awesome, GJ. and you guys have been with us for some time. I will be sharing a code shortly, put it on the screen, and that will basically give you access to be able to purchase our premium signals, of our quarterly premium signals, for $10. And that's a bargain. But yeah, that's our 2022 promo. Okay, let's see what we have on GJ. GJ's been, we've been having a bit of a love-hate relationship. Most of the setups did not trigger. Those that did trigger, they gave us some very nice R's. I remember this one here basically gave us 3 good trades following each other. We're giving us, I think it was more than 8R, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, on the daily, we do have price targeting this 158 region. So you want to be careful there. You want to be very careful there. It is going to be sensitive. And then if you hop on now to the 4 hour, let's see how it looks. We are still aggressively pushing to the top. Let's see how it looks. Okay. You have a whole lot of imbalances that are left on the 4 hour. So we are going to probably have 2 setups on GJ. One using the 4 hour time frame, and the other using the hourly. So it'll look something like this. There we go. Perfect. So this is one based on the 4 hour. And then if we hop on now to the hourly to see what's happening. Okay, so the hourly, we do see what price did over here. And what you'd probably want to see is price dropping further below this point. And once it does drop below that point, make sure you have an alert here. Once it does drop below that point, we will have an entry somewhere in this region. I'm assuming this zone is going to hold. I'm expecting the zone to hold, actually. I'm expecting this to hold and that to hold, and price to basically come back up a bit. It's 5-1 today, boss, not 5-1. Oh, I missed the dates. Thank you very much. Why am I on the 4th? That's weird. I'm still in the past. Anyway, thanks a lot. So here we are, GJ. As I was saying, would expect price to basically drop further here, and once it does, whatever region it does give us here, we'll refine it, get to a nice trade setup, and then drop it from there. So that's how to approach GJ. So for the hourly, I'm going to wait a bit, see how price behaves, and then from there I'll have a nice decent setup from it. And then on the 4 hour, we do have this setup here, this one right here. And got some great news as well. We'll be covering some New York sessions, so be ready for that as well. Perfect. So that's our setup, and I did say I'm going to give you guys a code. I'm going to make it slightly bigger. Let's make it 32. Let's make it 40, and then there we go. There we go. So that's your promo code for the discount, or the 2022 year discount. So this does give you access to get the quarterly signals, VIP signals, at $10. So I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to write this here. So only people that actually do get to watch this and to this end will be able to get their premium signals. Awesome. So just drop an email to our info@Uniforex Dojo, and once you do, you'll get the way forward on how to take advantage. Happy trading, guys, and please manage your risk. Let's take advantage of the year. Let's have our goals set and stick to them. Stick to the plan, be consistent, and you will be great. Happy trading, guys.